You are tuned into a special player spotlight interview on the CS Podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the CS Podcast presented by the NUC NFL Draft Bible, bringing you the names that you need to know first since 2002. Visit NFLDraftBible.com. As always, I'm your guys' host, Chris Shanafel, and joining the show now for a player spotlight interview is 2016 NFL Draft prospect. He was a finalist for the FCS Defensive Player of the Year award for his outstanding play this past season. He is the defensive tackle, the nose tackle out of Gardner Webb University, OJ Mao, and he joins the show now. And OJ, we appreciate you taking some time this afternoon. Can you believe that your collegiate career has already come and gone, and now here you are, getting ready for a professional football career while the Gardner Webb Bulldogs football team are getting ready for spring ball?
Yes, sir. I was like taking time back when I just started playing college football, and now my whole career is over with. Now I'm ready for the NFL. It's unbelievable, man. It's been a hell of a ride.
Yeah, well, I could only imagine. And let's start talking about that ride of yours, OJ. I mean, talk about your Samoan heritage if you can. I mean, where exactly are you from, and how did you start playing the game of football?
I'm from American Samoa. From much far American Samoa. My older brother, he always played football. I didn't even really into football since I went into high school. I was interested in playing cricket and rugby, and then in high school, that's when I started playing real football, and I just love the game, and then I'm here.
Wow. Well, there's no doubt that football is a different game than cricket. There's no doubt about that, my friend. So you started playing football in high school. Talk about the recruiting process for you coming out of high school, if you can. I mean, what colleges were knocking on your door, and how did you ultimately land at Gardner Webb University?
Well, after the first round of my senior year, and we were ready to start the second round, I got offers from Gardner Webb full ride. They wanted me to come over there and play for them, and I was like, okay, that's cool. So after my senior year, didn't have much offers from big school. I had a couple offers from FCS school, but my dad looked up Gardner Webb, and he really liked the environment and stuff. He said it's the right school for me to keep me out of trouble too. So I chose Gardner Webb.
Yeah, and it certainly looks like things have worked out for you just all right there at Gardner Webb over these last 4 years. Now, I know that you may have not reached the team success that you may have envisioned when you decided to attend Gardner Webb and play for the Bulldogs, but talk about your individual success that you've had, OJ. I mean, especially the last 2 or 3 years when you became a full-time starter on that defensive line. You were a finalist for the Buck Buchanan Award. You were a finalist for the FCS Defensive Player of the Year Award. And quite honestly, you can make a solid case that you are the top nose guard in all of the FCS.
Well, after my freshman year, I was playing behind All-American Matt Goods, and I kind of pushed myself hard. And then during my sophomore year, during summer session, spring, I was working hard on myself. I did a lot of actual workout, actual running and training, and then all the succeed I had, the awards I'd be getting, it's like my motivation, keep me going, and yep.
194 total tackles, 34.5 tackles for loss, 13 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 blocked kicks. That's your career stat line over the last 4 years at Gardner Webb, OJ. Talk about your overall experience at GWU, if you can, and did you ever think that things would play out the way that they have? I mean, again, one of the top nose guards, one of the top defensive tackles in the FCS, and here you are getting a shot to play or working for a shot to play professionally.
What kind of experience? Like, well, overall, Gardner Webb, I didn't know anything about them until I got there, and I always wanted to like a winning team, but even though our season don't come out right, I be still like trying to, gather my brother around and try to make things right for us. But every time we take the field, we always fight for our team, and I always look through my job. My coach be telling us do like our 111, and I be doing my job every single day.
Absolutely. And, OJ, I know that a few weeks ago you made a trip down to Texas for the College Gridiron Showcase. Can you talk to us about that experience and what it was like to showcase your talents in front of scouts? I mean, I believe that I've seen that there was anywhere between 70 to 80 NFL scouts that were in attendance throughout that week.
It was probably one of the greatest experiences of my career. I went down there and showcased what I've got to all the scouts, and it was pretty fun, talking to most of them, interviewing and stuff, and go against like one of the guys from the bigger school. It's really good, nice to me. I like going against how big competition and stuff like that. But I was like having fun out there, and but yeah, I was having fun out there.
Yeah, and I've heard, I know some people that work within the College Gridiron Showcase, and I'll tell you what, I've heard some nice things about you, my man, especially like you said, I mean, coming from all the smaller schools at the FCS level, being able to go up against some of the guys from the, top football programs in the country. And you mentioned that you were able to meet with some scouts down there in Texas. Any idea what they might be saying about you? Scouts, any scouts at that, whether they're NFL scouts, CFL scouts, any scouts that you're able to meet with, I mean, any idea what they might be saying about you or what they told you down there in Texas?
Well, I meet with a couple scouts. I had a long conversation with the scouts from Raven and the Rams and the Panthers and the Packers, Green Bay Packers. And then they told me after my second practice, they said that I did a great job, and I got to keep working on my explosion off the ball and using my hands good. And they say I got to keep working hard, and that's what they told me.
I gotta think to kind of interact with these pro scouts and to hear them say that you're doing a great job. You're certainly on the track to success. I got to think that is all, very encouraging to hear and certainly gives you a boost of confidence, I got to think. Again, he is the 2016 NFL draft prospect, O.J. Mao, the nose guard, the defensive tackle out of Gardner Webb, joining me here on the CS podcast presented by the NUC NFL Draft Bible, bringing you the names that you need to know first since 2002. Visit NFLDraftBible.com. And, OJ, I see that the Gardner Webb Athletics website has you listed at 6'2", 319 pounds. Is that correct?
Nah, they say I'm 6'2", but I'm like, I wish I was 6'2" and going up. but nah, I'm actually like 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, obviously that 1 inch, in my opinion, I don't know how the scouts look at it. That 1 inch doesn't seem like a big deal to me. Anyways, mine is your size, though, OJ, because we know that that there's so much more to the nose guard position than just size. What would you say is your biggest strength as a defensive lineman, and what would you say is something that you feel that you can get better at?
Um, well, I need to get better on like kind of everything, but I need to get better on my pass rush. Um, using my hand placement, fast hands and stuff like that. It's a really big deal in the league. You got to work on your whoever gets their hands first inside the chest win the game. But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now with the coach Pete Jenkins, who's one of the best one in the nation, and I'm doing a good job right now.
Awesome. Great, definitely great to hear. Now, I'm curious as to what you think about this. I know I've heard many times that they say that making the transition from the offensive line and the defensive line positions from the college game to the pros is always the toughest. What do you think about that?
What do you mean by that?
Pretty much just elevating your game, especially coming from a smaller school like Gardner Webb. I mean, you're obviously to play at the pro level, you're going to have to elevate your game to a whole nother level. And usually they say that making the transition pretty much just from the college game, no matter what level of college you played at, to the professional level, seeing as you're going up against, guys that could be, 10, 15 years older than you and have a great load of more experience than you. They just say that transition is tougher to make, more than any other position, let's say wide receiver to the next level or, Okay, yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think that's accurate?
Well, it depends, the way you play the game. Like, you line up on somebody and you know, what you're going to do. And so it's not a big deal. You just got to line up on him and do your job. And basically you got to play fast. It's not that hard to me. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion.
Okay.
You got to run around when you already know what you're going to do. It's not going to hurt you or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to run around there, like you said, kind of know what you do and do what you do with confidence is what it sounds like you're pretty much saying. I mean, whatever you're going to do,
you gotta,
be 100%
in it. If you line up with somebody else, don't have the mindset they're going they've been here, they know what they're doing. You gotta have confidence in you too. There's a reason why you're
here. Yeah, exactly. Well said, OJ. Now, what would you say, looking at your time at Gardner Webb, looking at the last 4 years, what would you say is the most memorable play that you've made throughout your time at Gardner Webb? I mean, looking, 5-10 years from the road, what would be that first play that comes to mind when you think about your collegiate career?
On my first one,
I know.
It's kind of hard because I have a lot of them, but my first,
yeah, you sure do.
When it was on my sophomore year, when we beat ranked, when we beat Richmond, they was ranked, and we beat them. I think it was 9-6, and we stuffed them. We shut their running game down, and that's one of my top moments, and also we stopped we beat Wofford 3-0 on a raining day. I was going against a fifth-year senior All-American, and he played center, and we were shutting their run down too, and it was a hell of a game. It was a good win, great team win for us. We ended up being down 3-0. Yeah, there's one thing that I love that you've been mentioning about this is that you're not really singling out just one play, but you're singling out the entire games, and I love that because you're telling me the final scores to these games, and they're 9-6 against Richmond or 3-0. I mean, it's so rare when we see these defensive showdowns nowadays. So I absolutely love that. Again, he is O.J. Mao, the defensive lineman, the standout defensive lineman out of Gardner Webb University from the D1AA FCS level, joining me here on the CS podcast presented by the NUC NFL Draft Bible as he gets set for the 2016 NFL Draft. And, O.J., talk about the whole process of signing with an agent. You did end up signing with Aaron Gordon and Uso Sports.
What is it about USO Sports, and what did they separate, or what was it about USO Sports that separated them from the other agencies that showed interest in you?
Well, Aaron, Aaron hit me up. I talk with Aaron just like I talk with every other agent, and Aaron was like, he talked to me, and after he talked to me, he talked to my mom. So I talked to my mom about him if she likes him, and my mom, she said like she really like sounds like a good guy, just trustworthy, loyal, and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, and then I keep talking to Aaron, and Aaron, he told me I can work with B. Jenkins, one of the best coach out here, and then I was like, that's cool, and that's what makes me sign with Aaron.
All right, and yeah, obviously Aaron is doing some great things with USO Sports. I was actually just able to talk with one of his other clients, in Ammon Olson, the quarterback from Southern Utah, and now obviously he has you on board as well. So certainly some great things going on over there with Aaron Gordon and USO Sports. And as you mentioned, OJ, he did send you down to Baton Rouge to train at Traction Sports. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the things that they have you doing over there? I mean, if you can, take us through a full day of training for you, if you can, of course.
I really love it down here in Baton Rouge, especially with the Traction Sports. They get us right. Our schedule is like on Monday we started off with film, 9 o'clock. We start at 9 o'clock with film. And then 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, we started doing some D-line drills. And then after that, around 11:30, we start doing some speed work. If it's Monday, it's speed work. If it's Tuesday, it's like agility and stuff like that. So we start after speed work around 12:30. We start lunch, and then 30 to 1:45, we start working out weights and stuff. So
wow, all right.
We basically start 9 o'clock till 3:30.
Okay. So it's a full day. It's a full day of training. That's great.
Yeah, it's a work day every day, and I really like it here. And
yeah,
everybody cool around here. We got Matt is working with us on speed stuff, and then Brian Clark is like our strength condition guy.
All right. And yeah, like you said, it's like a full work day, and of course, you're working to, of course, make football your everyday job. So that's definitely the way you have to look at things. Now, as you're training, do we have any idea what pro day you'll be training for? Any idea which pro day you'll be participating in?
Right now, I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm gonna have my own pro day in Gardner Webb. I think sometimes in March, but it's up to my agent. I might talk to my agent. I might go to some bigger school and try and do my pro day there too.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. So we'll just play it by ear for now. And OJ, I really do appreciate you taking some time this afternoon. This interview up with something that I do, and I wrap up every interview with this. It's called the 2-minute drill. Some of these questions will be football related, and some will be random questions about anything. You ready to knock some of these out?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we'll start off with something easy, my man. What is your favorite TV show and movie?
Favorite TV show? Doesn't have to be one or two.
I'll let you slide with 2 if you like.
I got a lot of favorite TV shows. Well, my first favorite TV show is Arrow, and my second one is The 100.
Okay. All right, and here's a question that I always look forward to asking. Who would you say you model your game after? Is there any former player or current NFL player that you kind of have looked up to as you've now turned yourself into a pro prospect?
Well, I look myself into Aaron Donald from the Rams and Dominic Sue.
Okay. Hey,
The reason why I say that because Aaron Donald is like a he's not a big guy, but he's like technical, like technician, efficient with his hands, speed. But Dominic Sue is just a dominant player, man. He can come in, he can dominate like for a whole game, and that's what I love to do. I'm trying to put my game on them. That's why I'm working hard so bad right now, trying to get my game up just like him.
And hey, whether it is Aaron Donald or Ndamukong Suh, I mean, there's no doubt that both of those guys are, some of the or a couple of the top defensive tackles, defensive linemen in general in the National Football League. So either way, obviously, great choices. Let's say you had a round trip plane ticket to travel anywhere you wanted. Where are you headed?
I'm heading to, I say France.
Okay.
France.
All right.
Yep. Going to Paris, baby.
Hey, you know what? That sounds great. Honestly, and you might be surprised by this, that's the first time I've heard France so far. First time I've heard Paris, France so far in these 2-minute drill questions. Next question. Let's say I give you an opportunity to hit any quarterback currently playing in the National Football League. Who would that be?
Say that again. Sorry.
If I gave you an opportunity to lay a nice hit on any quarterback currently playing in the NFL, who would that be?
That would be Peyton Manning.
All right, and you know what? That answer leads me to my next question perfectly. Now that we know the two teams that will be playing in Super Bowl 50, I got to get a prediction, OJ. Broncos or Panthers?
Broncos, baby.
Broncos?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going with the Panthers, and I got to admit, since we've known who will be meeting in Super Bowl 50, you're the first to pick the Denver Broncos. So we'll see how that works out, man. Final question. Let's say we got all 32 NFL general managers lined up and listening to this very interview. Why should they want the defensive tackle, the nose guard out of Gardner Webb University, O.J. Mao, a part of their team?
Because I'm a good guy, family guy, have respect for each other. I'll try my very best trying to help my team to win and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, OJ, I want to congratulate you on finishing a very successful collegiate career at Gardner Webb. Again, you are a finalist for the FCS Defensive Player of the Year award. That says a lot right there, and I want to wish you all the best as you get set for the 2016 NFL Draft.
All right, thank you.